Hey there, in today's video, I'm going to be going over an e-commerce website. Make sure to leave a comment if something seems a little off or if you want more of an explanation. This is the first time I'm going to be looking at the website. I haven't even actually clicked the link that I was sent yet. Make sure to subscribe and do all the cool things, hit that notification bell. But before I get started, a little bit about myself. My name is Yasmin Robles. I run Robles Designs, where we create drill-worthy websites and brands for entrepreneurs who are hell-bent on taking over the world. We do this not just by creating pretty sites, but we also put some strategy and a thought process and actually trying to make it look like your own in order to get you the clients that you want. So without further ado, let's hop into that website review. Okay, so this, I don't even know what is being sold. So this link was sent to me by a friend. And first of all, I don't know what you're selling. The text is kind of hard to read. I really do like the logo. It feels really ornate. I think is that a mermaid? That's really super cool. I really do like the ornateness, but I wish that some of these detail pieces could have been pulled out and put either as a border or somewhere else on the site. The colors seem really overwhelming for an e-commerce site, and I don't see, this is the hero section. So anytime in any video that you hear me talk about the hero section, it's going to be what loads first. And honestly, although I love the logo, it's just taking up way too much space. So right now I'm on a large screen, so you can probably see about Koi Botanicals. You can see all this text, but I don't see any product. I don't see a call to action, and this is just taking up way too much space. So this can the icon can be pushed up, made smaller. If you're worried about losing detail, and that's one of the reasons that I design logos the way I do, is because a lot of these details will be lost, especially when it comes to using the logo on a website, because it can get really small, especially on mobile. And so if anything, I would say make the icon smaller, put it off to the side of Koi Botanicals or maybe in between Koi and Botanicals, and then make it smaller. Really, maybe Koi Botanicals can stay the same size and the height of this icon is about the same size or maybe a little bit bigger, but that's it. You're pushing things down. I mean, you might be in love with your logo, but that doesn't mean your clients will be or your customers. Then the logo will be pushed up, hopefully up to about there, which will push up your navigation, login, sign up. I don't know if that's the most important thing to be up there. I would actually want the navigation to be up there. Search is great. I love that you have a search and the cart is easy to find. Let's see, home, beauty bars, face and body care, blog. Okay, cool. Again, you really need to have something that's a call to action. Right now, you're giving me homework. Honestly, you're saying, hey, you had a long day, now you get to read more. And it's even a bit hard to read because of the background. I don't even know if your colors might pass. The color of the text and the color of the background do not seem to have enough of a contrast to pass ADA compliance. So I would double check on that. That's why I revert to black and white, and then I put touches of your colors in different places when I design websites, because ultimately it's about it being readable and people highlighting your products versus actually being all about the text, and it's just hard to read, honestly. If you squint your eyes a little bit, it just gets lost. And I have supposedly really good eyesight, which is great because I'm a designer, right? But you want to keep that in mind. And also, I did not come to your site to read about you. I came to your site to buy your product. So having the about up here does nothing for me, especially when it feels like homework. And each of these could probably be their own section. So for e-commerce, keep in mind, you're not a service-based business. You are providing a product. And if you really want to emphasize that your product is a strong part of that worldview, can be seen in the fact that we source more than 80% of our, all this just sounds like homework for me to read. Can parts of this be taken out and placed into their own sections, make the text larger and easy to read, and then put something like a behind the scene image behind it, or something that is visually appealing while I can be looking through that text, because it's just a lot of text in one section and it's hard to read and it feels like homework. I like that you actually ended up bolding the last part, and actually Koi Botanicals Beauty Powered by Nature. Why can't this be your headline? Like on the hero section, what I see for you is like this beautiful image, like your hero shot with Koi Botanicals, Beauty Powered by Nature. You don't even need Koi Botanicals because we already know we're here. So really, Beauty Powered by Nature. Damn, that is like the best, one of the best things you could put over it. And then maybe a button underneath that says shop now. Or if you're focusing in on like beauty bars, shop beauty bars, right? Okay, now we finally get into some product. Yay. Okay, so featured collection. What collection is this? Is it the toner collection? If it's just all products, change this to say all products or something like that. If it's like the peppermint collection, put the peppermint collection. Just don't leave it featured collection. It's like, okay, what is it? Is it sprays? Like, what is the actual collection? I like that you have really nice images. I would say crop them equally so that they are all the same size. This is a big problem with do-it-yourselfers in the e-commerce realm. All the images are different sizes, and I just revert to Square, and I revert to like telling clients to go to Canva, pop them all in the Square format on Canva, and then export them, and there you go. You've got them all cropped the same exact size. You don't even have to worry about the pixels. Typically for pixels, if it's going to be able to be zoomed in, I would say 1080, maybe 1200, depends. I would play around with it. Not too big where it will slow down your site, but not too small where when you zoom, it's like horrible, right? Then when you're taking your pictures, and now I'm not a photographer, I just play around with some stuff. But when you take your pictures, I love that you have these leaves coming in, but this makes me want to read that book, this text. So it distracts from the text on your label, and it distracts from the label because there's like all this busyness, greenery going on back here. The leaf I'm okay with because it's like almost like a solid green versus the illustration. So it's distracting from your product. So for example, I'm like, ooh, what does she have in that jar? What is it back here? What is this encyclopedia? Can I find it somewhere? So make sure that you are doing that with your images. Text is really small. I would say run it through a color contrast checker, and it'll also tell you what size text it should be. I bet it's gonna have to be a lot bigger than that. It's just really, really small. Nice image, subscribe and get 20% off. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a reason to subscribe. I would say get rid of the subscribe. Obviously, I'm going to subscribe. I already know that. Say get 20% off. Get 20% off and the latest products, drops, sales, and other fun stuff straight into your inbox. You don't need this, and then the double get is kind of annoying. But also, I just play around at copywriting, so I could totally be not saying the right thing. But for me, that's what it would be. Keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it simple. And I don't know, it's just, a lot of this text is just really hard to read. Footer. Okay, I love your footer. So a lot of people forget about the footer, and it's like blank or there's nothing there. So you have your USB user service, unique service position. And I learned this in one of the courses. You can hit me up and tell me which course I took. It's an awesome lady. I have to tell you, it's Kate Toon. Anyway, it was a really good course, and she taught a lot, but the most important thing was like USB, right? So we provide simple, affordable, clean skincare. Like, this is amazing. Thank you for putting that in there. Social media links. Thank you for doing that. Footer menu. You don't have to put footer menu. What you can do instead is say important links, because obviously we know we're in the footer and we know it's a menu. So just let us know, important links. Let's see here. Search, disclaimer, about us. Okay, you got shipping policy, you got return policy. Disclaimer, where is you can remove powered by Shopify. You don't need that. It just makes it look like you did it yourself. Where is the privacy policy? Make sure you have a privacy policy. I don't know if there should be a terms and conditions or website terms. I would talk to a lawyer about that. I would remove these credit cards. It's just a given pretty much that you would accept credit cards nowadays. It's like, come on, 2021. Let's see, search. Yeah, I would just say overall on the homepage, the actions that you should take are really along the lines of readability, text, making sure that you can read all the text, especially for someone like, let's say my mom was interested in your product. It would be hard for her to go on here because it's just hard to read. And then fixing up this hero section. So making sure that we're not focusing in on the logo, as beautiful as it is, we're actually pushing the content up. And when I say content for e-commerce, that means that it's all about the product, not about you. So what you'll want to do is make sure that you are showcasing the product, not what you do, and then put a headline and a call to action. Every single page, every single hero section needs to have a call to action. All right, so now let's go to beauty bars. I like that you have that. That's cool. Yeah, it's pushing down your product. I'm on a bigger monitor and it's hard. Like, it's just not working for me. It's pushing down the product. If I was on my laptop, it would be pushing down the product. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we have some products. Cool. We have a nice feature. Okay, browse by tag. How to feel beautiful. I don't know if there's a way to change up the way that Shopify lays out their blogs. I just don't like this layout, but you know what? You're an e-commerce site. I think that you would be using the blog more as a way to gain SEO, traffic, and just kind of to connect with your users. So it might not be necessary anyway, but you will want to remove the dates so that people aren't like, oh, she hasn't posted in like this many weeks. Because if you're like me, that'll happen. All right, let's see. Where is the about us? There we go. All right, there are no pictures. So who is behind the scenes? I know there's someone behind the scenes that's working on this. So please always put, it just gives a little bit of extra trust when there's a picture of the creator or a picture of the people who are making this product. If you are doing things for the environment, just repeat that there. And there's no call to action on this page either. It should end with a button saying, hey, shop now, read about our environmental commitment, read about this, see our testimonials, anything like that. You want to make sure that there is always a call to action on any page. Testimonials. Okay, great. I think it's just when you bold one thing, you bold it's like highlighting, right? When you highlight everything, you're highlighting nothing. So I would say unbold these and pick out the main thing. So for example, I'm a 2-week mark with who has rosacea. She does have eczema and it relieves all their symptoms. Like, that's what I would bold. And then the name would go down underneath and then be italicized. That's usually how I do it. And the rest of it doesn't need to be italicized. Italics really are used to emphasize or to just differentiate. So differentiating between the actual testimonial and the person who did it versus it being kind of mixed together. So, and then there's like extra space here, but it looks like it's more space than over there. I'm not really sure. There is no call to action either. So it feels like homework for me to go sift through here and just have to read through the whole thing. And I'm like, oh God. But I do like that you put the location. Contact us, please have a form. No form. Okay, contact pages. You need to have a form. Unless you really don't want people to contact you, you need to have a form. Okay, so I would reduce the space in between these lines. But you could probably do a shift return, which is not a hard return. It's called a soft return. What I did not see is an FAQ page. I would really recommend doing an FAQ page and just answering questions that are, pretty common from your site visitors or your clients, your customers. Just answer the questions and in a way, and then just have like question answer format. And to you, it might feel like you're regurgitating what's on the homepage. It feels like saying the same thing that you did on the product page or the same thing that you said on the about page or whatever. But for your customer, it could be the first time that they're reading it. So just make sure you're kind of pushing that message. I like that it says free shipping on orders of $25 or more. I wish it was clickable, maybe like start shopping and then just go, I don't know. I like things being clickable. Search, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So overall, your site, I think it needs, number one, please clean it up and make sure that everything is readable, that not everything needs to be italic, not everything needs to be bolded. Make sure that every single hero area of your site has a call to action and a hero section. You just gave me a bunch of homework. So I want a pretty image, visual, a headline telling me who you are, what you do, who you do it for, or tell me if you are actually doing some kind of sale, like pushing beauty bars, then say beauty bars on sale, 40% off, shop now, and that shop now button is going to take me to the beauty bars page. Or if it's like a peppermint sale, whatever it is, take me directly to that tag or category. But this is like just kind of sad. It almost feels like a blog. Like I landed on someone's blog, like a MySpace page. But your images are great. Okay. Yeah, your images are great. Why? I don't know. Okay, so for example, let's take this image. I like that I can't really read the text and stuff. If you would have taken this image and not cropped it so tightly, so for example, I'm talking about the homepage. So you could have used this image, maybe 3 of these in a row, and maybe crop, let's say from here, this line to about there, right? So you have 3 in a row and then nothing really back here on this side. You could have put your text on this right side or left side and had 3 bottles and then said like peppermint floral water refreshing toner on sale, shop now. And then you could have linked to this page. I like how you have these reviews. These reviews can be, and your testimonials can be used on the homepage. All right, that's what I have for you. Let me know if you have any questions. That was it. I hope that you left with some goodies in your bag, your toolkit, your business toolkit. If you have any further questions about either something I covered or said in this video or about your own e-commerce site, make sure to leave a comment or hit me up Instagram at Robles Design Studio, or just go check out our website, roblesdesigns.com. And you can get more information and check out our blog and all that great stuff. Until the next episode, I will see you soon.